What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome back to Exos Heroes on this very late night down here in Austin, Texas. We do have details for the upcoming patch that's going to be hitting the game on the 13th. This is going to be an extended maintenance. Now, normally in Exos Heroes, we don't even have a downtime. As soon as the reset hits, the new patch is activated. This time around, we're actually going to have a downtime. So do keep that in mind. Here are the server times here. So let's go through what's going to be added to the game. It's actually some pretty interesting stuff and some things that are kind of suspect. So let's go ahead and begin. As was theorized, the next character added to the game is going to be Blue Fatecore Yao. So there she is. We've already seen her there. Here are her stats. And like I said, she is a Blue Fatecore. So if you're going to be rolling for her, do keep in mind that Blue Fatecores are a full 28 pull pity. And that's due to the fact of the utility that they bring, not necessarily their raw kits. But hopefully we'll see more about that later, because just like the Glen patch, they don't actually show the actual skills of the brand new girl Summer Yao. Now, obviously we know that she's gonna have Summer Blessing, but you know, what else, right? So there you go, Girls Summer Yao in the place to be, and here are some of her additional buff effects. But here's the most interesting aspect to that. So if you don't know what Blue Fatecores bring to Exos Heroes, if you're brand new, right? So if you own a Blue Fatecore hero on your account, just on your account, all of the characters that you see on this chart will get a buff, right? Everybody's gonna get buffed. Everybody is going to get buffed. It's a fantastic value when it comes to Fatecores. The other Blue Fatecore that we have in the game is Baraka. Baraka basically buffs all of the units that are in the Red Waste, and then Blue Yal over here is going to be buffing the heroes that are in the Astoris Republic. So a few of those characters here are going to be Magi, Chati, who are fantastic. These two, not great, but one day they'll get a buff, so keep those in mind. Of course, Yao is here. Sornando is really good as well. Wilkes, Colin, especially for Machine Day, Morris. So there's a really good amount of heroes that are going to get buffed by Blue Fatecore Yao here. And then, of course, it also shows you your fusion expectations here as well. So that's the reason why Blue Fatecore units like Yao, like Baraka, cost that additional 28 pity. It's due to the fact that they have this utility. Whether they are in your party or not in your party, it doesn't matter. You get this permanent boost to all of the characters that you see on this chart, and that's just going to make a lot of the things that you do a little bit easier, whether it's trying to do quick battle, whether it's, you know, embodiment, whatever things that require power, combat power, all of that. It just makes your account that much stronger. So love to see that. Love to see it. All right, so moving on down here to the exclusive weapon. So here is the exclusive weapon for Yao, the pufferish gloves. I would love to use these, but there's just no scenario where I'm gonna go deep, real deep inside of a weapon banner. That's just not for FG, but for everyone else, there you go. 3,000 combat power there for you, and then some faded stats there as well. So those are her gloves, and she's gonna have a separate banner for those as well. So core memory update is also gonna be added in this patch. We were literally just talking about this morning, and it looked like it wasn't gonna be added until like the major season 2 patch, but it looks like what they're gonna be doing is adding a few of the systems piecemeal, piece by piece in various patches to I guess to make it easier on them, which, you know, I'm fine by that. Now that we actually have a graphic though, it makes a little bit more sense on what's going on here, and it reminds me of the same exact system that exists in AFK Arena. So if you guys have never played AFK Arena, this is kind of how it works over there. Certain heroes in AFK Arena have a correlation with each other, and even if you do not own a specific hero that can complete the set, you can use one of your friends or one of your guild mates to plug in their unit into your set and get the passive bonus. So looking at this screenshot, this is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of AFK Arena. So to give you guys like a live example, let's say me and you are friends, right? Me and you are friends, and you do not have Degas, but I do. But you do have Iris and you have Scarlet. Well, you can use my Degas as your plugin and get the actual complete set here and get some of these passive bonuses. Now, obviously, the better your friends list, the more active your friends list, the better your guild is, the more likely you're going to have some of these fate cores and really kind of push towards some of these higher bonuses here. Because as you guys can see, they get pretty substantial. 30% up here is pretty substantial. So this is a good opportunity to make sure that you're in an active guild, to make sure you have a nice clean friends list, because based on who your friends are is really going to dictate on how much power you can shoot up on these different types of fate core memory sets here. So this is also pretty good for free to play. Now, obviously, whales, as whales always do, they're going to get the best end of a system like this. But if you're free to play, you can also take advantage of other people's units to help boost up your units, which will hopefully help you get through harder and harder content. So that's what I theorize the core memory system is, based on all of the various patch notes plus the screenshots there. So that is that. And it looks like Alliance and Air Squadron members, Fate Core is not eligible for more than 7 days. So I guess if you get a new friend, it won't kick in for 7 days. I assume that's what it is. All right, and then buff values generated by blue rated fate core acquisition effects are not reflected in core memory. Got it. So also coming in the next patch is the scout system update that we literally just learned about this morning via the director note. Now, just like I said in that video, most of the patch notes that we get in this game, the translation is absolutely horrendous. But if you give FG a couple of screenshots, I can figure it out myself. So let's kind of walk through what I think the scout system is trying to portray here via these screenshots, right? So this account, as you guys can see, does not have a battery. So they're going to use the scout system to get themselves a battery. In order to do that, there are two different conditions that need to be met. A fodder hero needs to be sacrificed. In this example, it's Rara, but all of the characters here are probably going to have varying characters that are needed to be used as fodder heroes. So because Bathory is a pretty high profile hero, they're going to ask for a Rara, but I don't foresee, like if you want to summon a Jhin, for example, it's not going to ask you for a Bathory to do that. It's probably going to ask you for like a Sabrina or something like that, or a Mahar, things of that nature. So I think that'll be fine. So you're trying to get a Bathory, you're going to sacrifice your Rara. The second thing that you're going to need is 30,000 scout points. Now, the way that you get scout points is tied to nations. And we talked about this in the first video this morning. Nations are they're trying to make nations a thing, right? So Bathory is tied to the Greenland citizens. So if you sacrifice Greenland citizens to this system here, that's going to accrue up to 30,000 scout points. And you can see the value of each of these heroes here. For whatever reason, not all legendary heroes are created equal. Some are 120, some are 80. And I assume, and this is very key here, I assume that rare and magical rarity heroes are also included in the system, just at lower values, because that, in my opinion, is the whole crux of this system. What they were teasing before was that we spend a lot of our time going into the door of creation, burning out all types of summons, getting just tons and tons of rare and magical heroes that we don't have anything to do with. Tons of clock spent, tons of like event materials. We're in the door of creation summoning hundreds of heroes all the time. To be able to turn around and use those hundreds of heroes that we get out of the door of creation and pour them into a system like this to actually get legit heroes is a pretty darn good system. Now, obviously the fodder hero is going to be a little bit of a gate. Everything's not perfect. That might be too good of a system, but this is still pretty good as well. So if you find yourself in a situation where, like me, for example, I have a ton of Anastasia that I'm trying to get rid of, maybe I can use her as some type of fodder material to get myself a Garth or a Rachel or a Shufraken or something like that. When it comes to all these legendary heroes, like I said, whales, for example, are probably gonna have a ton of these. I'm kind of like a mini whale, if you wanna say that. I have about 900 heroes in my box at any given time. I'm always over cap. Obviously, a light spender would have less and free to play would have even less, but the caveat to that is right now, all the heroes that people would have on their accounts, they're getting rid of, right? They're going in the door of creation, they're taking all those heroes, they're selling them, they're dismantling them, etc., etc. So now they finally have a use for those heroes. I think this is a great system. Like, I really cannot wait to see what other types of scout conditions are required for some of the other heroes, because this sounds like it's going to be a really good way of actually using fated heroes and actually getting the exact hero that you want. So definitely more to come. But like I said, this is very contingent on the fact that you need to be able to use rare and magical heroes as fodder as well, even if they're at reduced values, because that would guarantee that you can basically, for the most part, depending on the Scout Edition, you can get pretty much any hero in the game that you want. So I like this system, I really do. Moving on down here to the core raid update. So Summerfest is on the way. This is gonna be a long one here. Don't do it, FG, I'm gonna do it. Didn't work. So this next one, my friends, this raid is gonna be lasting from the update all the way until August 26th. Now they're gonna tease us by showing us a Bernadette, but if you guys have already seen the data mine, we already know that Glenn's a boss, Bernadette's a boss, and I think Yao is a boss as well, or Valentina. We already know what the bosses are, so I wouldn't get too excited about seeing this screenshot. I know I was really hoping that they would give away a free fate core for Bernadette, since they gave everyone a Bernadette character in their mailbox. I think that would have been fantastic, but it doesn't seem as if that's gonna happen. I'm still holding out a little bit of hope, because why would they just show Bernadette and nothing else? Why would they not show the other bosses? Why would they not say anything about this random screenshot that they like? It doesn't make sense, but I'm not, my hopes aren't completely up, right? Let's just say that. So we have a brand new way of spending money in the game. So now we effectively have 2 battle passes in the game. We have the Exos pass, and now we have the core raid pass. They're the same exact amount of money, so 24 bucks, 24 bucks. So if you want to buy both, do the math, quick maths, you got it, right? So we can't see a lot of everything just yet, but we can kind of see, you know, your typical stuff here: stamina, gold, different types of tickets for, you know, dungeons, etc., etc. The most unique thing is going to be on the paid track here, which is a fatecore hero recruit ticket. This will allow you to get a black, gold, or blue grade fatecore out of this ticket. That is pretty crazy. Orange are excluded, thank God. That would be atrocious. But out of this, you could literally get a gold fate core, or blue, or a black. Now, do keep in mind there's a lot of fate cores in the game, right? I know if you started playing the game at global, you think that maybe there's not a lot of fate cores. There's a lot of fate cores in the game. Click on the fate core icon. Those are going to be all of the characters that you can possibly get. I wonder if we can get the April Fools one now. Can I get stick figure Bathory? So this is interesting. It's still random, anything can happen, but I really wish that either, you know, now I feel like the Exos Pass for sure needs to go down. I already felt that way the very first day it was added to the game, but I would much rather spend 3,000 gems to get a randomized Fate Core hero than the faded gear and the exclusive weapon that's available in the Exos Pass. Like now a better time than any, the next Exos Pass needs to be dramatically improved, or the price needs to go down to $7.99 or $9.99 for the Exos Pass, in my opinion. But that is that. The brand new core raid pass is going to be added to the game. And this part right here angers me beyond angerness. All right, they lucky it's like 10 o'clock at night and I can't yell as loud as I want to yell. FG, this is you not yelling? Yeah, it is. I could go, you know, I could go a couple of octaves higher than this. A Gale again? Line games. This just better be a placeholder, another Gale. And I like Gale. And I actually wouldn't even be that mad if you can fuse Gale together. But if you're brand new, you cannot use a fusion system with orange fate cores. So why on earth are we getting our 3rd Gale? Dude, send the feedback. Send the feedback loud and proud. This is ridiculous. Why we get another? There are other orange fate cores in the game too. So it's not even like I'm saying that we need to get something extravagant. What about the other orange fate cores in the game? Like, what is going on here? That makes me I would say irrationally angry, but no, it's rationally angry about that. I don't like it. We have a brand new hero battle. So Karin is coming, pretty straightforward there. We're not gonna spend too much time on that one. And now there are gonna be some shortcuts that make sure that you know that you can go roll on that weapon banner if you choose to. We already talked about the village statue earlier. Country of Nations hero change, we talked about that as well. Also, you got yourself a few bug fixes. Let's go through a few of these real quick, because I know there's a couple that I'm really... Here it is. So in PvP, when Digas uses a skill 2, it could freeze you in PvP. I'm glad that's fixed. And then not being able to proceed in the next battle of guild PvP, that's never happened to me. That must really suck. So I'm glad that's fixed as well. And some type of graphical issue on Black Moon Baraka Fate Core. So that is the upcoming patch. Like I said, this is going to be an extended maintenance. So we're probably going to be streaming having fun, talking about Exos, talking trash until the servers come up, most likely. This angers me. Let me know what you think about this patch, by the way. Let me kind of give you my TLDR, but you guys already watched, not read, whatever. This angers me very much. Now, I do know that every single time you refresh the store, there are other goodies that you can get. This is not the only thing you get per tier, but no more, dude. Make another orange fatecore. Give us no more, dude. If you keep on going up here, I am probably going to pick this up, but it makes me feel that the Exos Pass is definitely overpriced. It always was overpriced, but now I feel like it's even more overpriced now with this. Getting the randomized black, gold, and blue fatecore, I think is... I'm going for it. I gotta tell you, I'm very confused on why there's just a random Bernadette here. I know she's a boss, but maybe there's still hope that she's a free fatecore and that Gale is just like a weird typo of some sort. I don't know. Scout system I think is going to be pretty legit. I cannot wait to see what other types of scout conditions are contained in some of these other heroes. Maybe not all of them are 30,000 points as well. That might be interesting. That's something I literally just thought about right this second. Maybe some of the other ones are like 25,000. I don't know. We just theory crafting right now. If we move on up here, this seems like I said, the same exact system out of AFK Arena. Hopefully it works exactly the same, giving people the ability to utilize their friendships, utilize their guilds in order to get even more power, and hopefully once again push them up to the next tier in their daily dungeons. Get them to Maniac, get them to Special, because that's where the end game is. You know what I'm talking about. 28 mileages for the gloves, 28 mileages for Blue Yao. I really do like blue fatecore units in this game. I feel like they're the truth. I love being able to get a passive bonus on my account, and anyone that's ever added to the Astoris Republic is also going to be buffed as well. So I love blue fatecore units. They're like one of my favorites, and I'm definitely going all in for Yao once he's added to the game. But that's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is FG3000. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Can we stream? I ain't streaming that long. God dang. All right, bye guys.